Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate, and in today's video, it's time for another full review. Honestly, I cannot believe that it's time for another kit, but we are kitting up Witch's Flower Shop by MrsbutterD. You guys, this is probably one of my top 5 favorite MrsbutterD kits. I don't remember where I ranked it on my ranking list of MrsbutterD kits that I did back in maybe October or November of last year, but I ranked it pretty high. That video is a little out of date though, because so many MrsbutterD kits have released since then, but this is a good one. And honestly, I'm tempted to not do it. I'm tempted to savor it and hold on to it and not even work on it and keep it as a, sorry, we got wiggly, but we're good. Keep it as a rainy day kit in my stash, but that's not what I'm gonna do. It is refresh your stash year. This is an older kit. It is actually archived or discontinued, so I'm so sorry. It's very hard to find, which is one of the reasons why I want to hoard it and not ever use it. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to work on it. It's a round drill kit, 20 by 28 inches or 50.7 by 70.6 centimeters. I don't know the drill count. That's going to be a pain in the butt ski to find, but because it is an archived kit, but I'll do my best. We're going to do a full review on this kit today. So we're going to open it up, take a look at it, do a drill train, and then we are going to kit it up. And I'm going to take you through the entire process of me working on it, give you little updates here and there. Okay, I worked on this, or oh, I did this and I love this, and where I'm showing you where I'm working on it, like how I'm going through it and everything. And then I'll do a post review at the end. So this video won't be seen for probably a couple months, but they're always fun for me to film. So here we go. This is an older kit from Diamond Art Club, so it's a little different than the newer ones. It comes with this cute little sticker here. And I think I have unboxed this. I've at least pulled it out because the dust cover wasn't sealed, so I've at least pulled it out on the channel. But here is the other sticker that it used to come with. I'm so obsessed with this artwork. It was debated on if this was a spring or fall kit. The colors pull a little fall, but it's something about the fact that they're going to buy flowers to me just makes it seem more spring. So the colors might pull fall, but the buying of flowers is what really sealed the deal that this was a spring kit for me. Look at this color palette, yellows and pinks and reds. Very, very pretty color palette. 64 colors. I'm super excited to put this together. This was back when the ABs were under 150, so we have 4 ABs. We're going to see those in person in just a second. And we have the ecru. That's nothing special. That's just DMC floss that is not colored. So they call it ecru. And then 3 fairy dust colors. Okay, let's look at the kit and then we'll do a drill train. I'm actually like a little bit like, oh, don't do this, save it. But that is so silly. It's not doing me any good not being worked on. And there will be other kits that I love as much as this one. I am a little bit like, man, I've worked on all my favorite MrsbutterD kits because I worked on Underwater Train and Artist Room, and before I had any other MrsbutterD kits. So if I had known how much I was going to love those in the grand scheme, I would have maybe not worked on it. But Underwater Train was literally like the second kit I ever worked on from Diamond Art Club. I did not realize how special that kit was until I'd already worked on it. So and maybe that's part of the reason why it's so special. But all right, here we go. Oh, it's gorgeous. Here's the whole thing in frame for you guys. It's such a good size too. This is such a good size point. This one won't take me long to work on at all. I feel like it's very similar to Artist Room. And I whipped through that kit. Now that was at a point when I was only doing one whip at a time. Artist Room was the only thing I focused on at a time. So I'll go a little slower because I have multiple whips going right now. But I think that this one's going to go quick. It's going to go quick. Let's start at the bottom and go to the top here. Look at the little birdie. She's so cute. I love all of the flowers and the scissors and the watering can. The girls both look super cute. I love when MrsbutterD puts a band-aid in her artwork, which she has done that a couple of times. And I love her skirt. Super cute. This would be a good one for my jewelry bingo square because she's got a cute necklace and cute earrings. And she's got her ear pierced up here. I've always wanted to have my ear pierced up there. I love this a lot. And then the rest of it, their faces are super pretty. And then up here, some other shelving, some things hanging on the walls, and the plant. I think I'm gonna go top to bottom on this kit. There's less going on the top. I'm less excited about doing this stuff than their hats. I may or may not save their faces for last. If I don't save both of them, I'm trying to feel with my fingers where the perforation is so that I can see. So it would be here. It's gonna be wonky. Yeah, the perforation goes right in the center of her face. I hate that. I like it when it's like framed in perfectly and I would just skip one section. I don't know. I might not save their faces for last in this scenario. I would be okay doing this little birdie last, maybe. I think that would be cute to maybe go and do down here and save the bird for last. The perforation goes right here, so it would actually be perfect. But at that point, I'd probably be really close to the end of the kit anyway, so I don't think it would really matter. But all these flowers are going to be so fun to do, and her purse down here will be really fun too. I think I might, I don't know. We'll see how I go with it. I might go in a weird order with this. I literally might do like the top 2 rows and then maybe go down the side and do a chunk of the bottom. I don't know. We're going to go where the wind takes us in this scenario. And I'll play it by ear because it could be a couple, hopefully not a couple months, but it could be a couple weeks before I get to that point. All right, let's look at the drills. Oh, I'm loving these colors. So pretty. It's a really good palette, and it's a different colors palette than what I'm used to working on. I just finished Little Baker, and I'm so pink. So pink. All right. I always feel a little guilty wrecking a perfect little pack of drills like this, but it must be done, especially because I'm going to kit her up today. So let's do it. Starting off, so they're in weighted order. So we'll start with the ones that we're going to use the most. 38.57. We got 3 bags of this dark brown. I don't know where the dark brown is. Oh, it's the outline. It's probably the outline of all this stuff. That makes sense. Okay. And then this minty color, I bet you this is that girl's either her hat or her sweater. Got a tan, a cream. I love this like blush red color. Some more reds, some more peaches. Oh, such a pretty color palette. I am in love with all the reds. Another brown. I don't think this kit will have any black. I think the brown is going to be as dark as we go. That's a pretty pink. Next strip. Oh, that's pretty. More greens. They're very earth tone greens on the flowers, I'm assuming. Lots of different like tans and creams and light browns. There's some yellow. Oh, this is our first fairy dust. Hope I haven't have I passed any others? Hope not. There's 3 fairy dust and 4 ABs. I totally forgot to look for them. Here's our first fairy dust. It's a yellow, Z743. And our first AB right next to it, it's a light yellow. And then another fairy dust right there, and that's like a very, very pale yellow, almost like a tan, creamy tan color. So fairy dust has a lighter mica powder coating to it, and AB is a little more coarser glitter coating. I think you can tell the difference pretty good here, how thick that glitter is compared to how thin the glitter is on this one. They're both really fun and really pretty and adding enhancement to the kit. I prefer fairy dust a little bit, but they both have their time and their place on a kit. It's super fun. Okay. Let's see what else special drill-wise we can find. Hope I didn't skip any. There's another AB. It's a white AB. So we need a green and a pink AB now. Getting into some more pinks. Oh, here's the pink AB. Very light. We're not going to have a ton of this one. There's the Ecro. Nothing special besides the name on that one, but it's still cool to see. There's a pink fairy dust. So I saw 3 fairy dust. So I've seen all 3 fairy dust. We're just missing 1 AB. And I think it was a green. Oh no, the green's right here. Yeah, we saw it. 1153. Green AB. It's really close to all the others. All right, lots of special drills. This is going to be so fun. So much fun to work on. 64 colors is not too intimidating at all. She's going in little baker's storage containers, so that'll work out perfectly. And the next time you see it, I'll have her kit it up. I did talk about my approach. I think I'm at least going to start on the top row and go from there. I single place my round drill kit, so that also might slow me down a little bit, but I like single placing them. So we're going to start at the top row. Next time you see it, I'll have it washi taped. I'll have it kitted up. I'll explain. I think I'm just going to put it in a 60 art dot case, and then the extra 4, I'll figure out something for those 4 extra containers. Other than that, not too much else to report. I'm really, really excited to see it in person, but my heart is like, save it. I'm the kind of kid who saved their toys and didn't like play with them. I saved my stickers and never used them. So many things that I saved in life, and it's like, don't save them, just use it, because you have so many diamond paintings downstairs. And if you get to a point where you don't diamond paint anymore, you'll have regretted not working on these. Or even if you get to a point where you diamond paint forever, you're going to get more fun diamond paintings, more that you will enjoy, I promise. So keeping that in mind, and I'm getting ready to kit her up. It'll be a good one for the Refresh Your Stash Challenge, and it will be a good one for spring, and it'll be a good one for this month because it'll go quick and it'll help me catch up on some things. So I'll check back in with you guys soon. Okay guys, here she is. I added the washi tape to it. I did kit it up in an Art Dot 120 kit on the top row. It's actually sitting next to Magic Arcades, which is underneath it. And I have the first row finished. I did this first row, and I did all of this in one afternoon at a craft night with my sister and my mom and a couple friends. And I finished this part up this morning. So we got the first top row done. It is definitely a little gappy because it is an older kit with the looser grid style. I can feel it, especially coming off of working on Magic Arcades. It's a little gappier, but not terrible. I mean, I primarily single place anyway, so it doesn't bother me a ton. This one is going to be so much fun. It's hurting my heart to have it not be in my stash anymore, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to figure out exactly what order I want to work on this still. I still haven't decided. Right now I'm thinking the bird might be last. I normally do faces. I probably have mentioned this already. I'm getting my videos all mixed up. I've probably mentioned that I do normally work on faces, but they're all in the middle of perforated cover sheets. It'd be like 4 different sections, and same with this one too. So I think I might just save the bird for last or something like that. But first row is done, and I'll be working on it again soon. Okay, first progress update on Witch's Flower Shop. I have 2 rows finished of this kit. First impressions are it's a really fun kit to work on. I have noticed a slight looser grid field, especially compared to some of the newer kits that I've been working on. This is one of the oldest round kits that I have in my stash. Sorry if you can hear my kids playing outside. I have noticed a slight looser grid field, but nothing terrible. I'm primarily single placing this. I have done a couple lines of multi-placing like over here, just kind of practicing, but I quickly abandoned it and went back to single placing. So this area right here might look a little bit more crooked than the other sections, but I don't know. I'm back and forth on if I want to practice multi-placing, but maybe not with this kit. Maybe I'll practice multi-placing with the newer grid field kit. But yeah, 25% of the way done, and I'm loving it so far. The flowers have been so fun to do. I always love doing plant leaves, so this was a really big fun part to work on. I like the ABs. I do have fairy dust in this kit, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, I'll be getting into the characters' faces a little bit more. I started at the top because I thought this part was a little more boring. And I think it's just going to be more and more fun as I go on, because now I have characters' faces to work on and then all of these flowers to work on. So besides like right here and then her shirt, I'm really out of like the big heavy color blocking areas, because all of the flowers are a lot of confetti and just a lot of fun with the faces and everything, the hair. All of that's going to be so much fun to work on. This is the only other area, like I said, her sweater, and then maybe down here that might get a little bit more color blocking and a little more stale. But other than that, first impressions on this kit are super good, and I'm having a lot of fun with the colors and with the artwork. This is one of my favorite Mrs. ButterD's. I love her scene artworks. I probably have said that multiple times in this video, but I love the scene ones, and this one is just so much fun. I'm really glad that I'm working on it. So I'll check back in when I get a little bit more finished. Okay guys, another update on Witch's Flower Shop. I apologize that these updates are not coming as frequently as past full review diamond paintings, but I am flying through this diamond painting. I'm not working on it all the time. I took a big stretch of time to finish up Magic House by the River, but when I am working on it, I'm getting a row done in like 2 days, 3 days. So it's going super fast. If I just focused on this project, I could probably finish it in May. Today is May 16th. If I just focused on this one, I could probably finish it in May, but I'm spinning a whip wheel, so that's probably not gonna happen. But I did finish all of this in the last like 2 or 3 days, and this was about I would say like a row and a half. So I only have 3 rows left, and I don't think I updated you on moving down to the bottom of the canvas, but I did that because the weight was getting too heavy and I kept pulling off of my table, and that worked out well because I am kind of excited to leave this row here for last. So yeah, I'm flying through it. It's going really fast, and I'm single placing it because it is an older kit and it is such a special kit to me. I am single placing it, but it's a quick workup. Rounds are always a little bit faster for me, even with single placings. But that's okay. I like it, and I'm excited to see it done. I did get a little bit, I did like all of this within a few days. I was getting kind of sick of these 2 colors, and I was like, all right. But I really think now that I'm done with that section, I'm not going to see these colors as much. And her skirt was really fun to work on, and I'm really loving working on the flowers. The bird was super cute, and the scissors were super cute to work on. So only 3 more rows, and they're going to be packed full of fun. This one's a little color blocky right here, this sweater, but that's really the only other huge color blocking section that I have left of this kit. So I'm pumped. I'm excited, like I said, to save this row for last because her earrings are going to be super cute. Her face, I think it's going to look really great. So I will try to update you again soon. I apologize, but this one's just working up quick, and I'm actually not mad about that. Next progress update on Witch's Flower Shop. I've been working on this kit most of the weekend and gotten a lot more done. So got the whole bottom down here done, and now I am on this row up here. These flowers have been a lot of fun to do, lots of fun bright colors, really been enjoying that. And then I got this section pretty much done except for the outline, and then I'm into this section right here. I did something kind of fun with the first couple sections. I did this whole section and left the outlining for last, like I did right here, which is what I always have done. And then I went ahead to go into the next section, and since I already had that color kitted up, I did that out, all the outlines of this section first, and then filled it in color blocking style. I did that because I know there's like this big debate, not a big debate, but I know there's a lot of difference in opinion on what people do. If you do the outlining last or if you do the outlining first. I've always done the outlining last, but so it seems like the majority of people do the outlining first and then color it in, or like, you know, color it in. So I wanted to try it. So I ended up doing it twice on this bottom row. I did outline last, first, and I like doing the outline last, so I did not change my opinion, but it was fun to do it back to back so that I could really make sure that's what I liked. But that's what I like. I like doing it last. It's just so much more satisfying for me to, like, I have like the petals and the flowers, and then like you go in and add the outline and it really pops. I also love going in and adding a line of diamonds when it's just like a straight line blocking type scenario, and it's so much easier to do that when it's the only thing, like when you're just putting drills in the only place left. I just like doing the outline last. Let me know down below, do you prefer doing the outline first or last when you're doing one of these kind of color book style diamond paintings? I know the opinions are different, but I'm outline last, team outline last. So let me know what team you guys are on down below. And there's my update for you guys. I have nothing really to like complain or gripe about. Everything's been perfect with the kit. I'm having no glue issues, no symbol clarity issues, no issues of any kind. There's very minimal trash. I will say the grid field is not as tight as like a brand new round diamond kit from Diamond Art Club. It was a little gappier back then, but I'm single placing, so it just really doesn't bother me much at all. I'm also really working on older kits this year, so I'm not, I don't know, it's not an issue for me really that much. I feel like the grid field's just the tiniest bit tighter nowadays, but not in a way that this is like unenjoyable to work on. Pardon the thunder, it is storming here in Missouri today. But yeah, that is my progress update. I'm really hoping to knock the rest of this out today. That might be a lofty goal because I'm not diamond painting until probably this evening. So that's kind of a higher goal, but my goal is to finish this and then I'll only have 2 rows left. I am flying through this kit. When I work on it, I get so much of it done because it's such an easy workup. Lots of little color blocking patches. It's only got 64 colors. It's rounds. I'm flying through it and I love it. So I'm trying to still soak it in, not finish it too quickly and make sure I enjoy it. But this kit's been a dream to work on. I will be really sad when it's done. Right now, it's my favorite kit to work on for sure. And it's also, since I'm like 70% done, it's the one I got a little tunnel vision on, wanting to work on it more than anything, because I feel like once I hit 60-70% done on a kit, I'm like, oh, I just really want to work on that kit. I want to get it done. You feel so good when you finish a kit. So that's kind of where I'm at. Thought I'd check in with you guys. I'll try to check in when I get this next row done. We're leaving this row for last. Can't wait to do it and cannot wait to see it all finished. So I've got another exciting MrsbutterD kit in the works that makes me feel so much better finishing this one, because this was probably my #1 or at least top 3 favorite MrsbutterD kits. But they just released on the VIP Facebook group a picture, like a sneak peek picture of a Diamond Art Club, of a MrsbutterD canvas, like a completed picture of it. And whenever they release pictures like that, that means obviously we're going to get a sneak peek, or we're going to get it released soon. I don't know the details on when it's going to be released, but I do know that this is my absolute favorite MrsbutterD artwork ever. And we voted on it in June of 2024, so almost 2 years ago. And seeing it become a diamond painting is going to be an absolute dream come true. I really hope it's in squares, because I just think I prefer squares, but I love how fast and cute the rounds work up too, so I'll be fine either way. But now that I know that that kit's coming out, I feel a little more at peace about not having this one in my stash anymore, because I'm putting like an all-time favorite into my stash to replace it. So there's your update. I will check in with you guys when I get a little more progress done. Okay, it is actually a sunny day, so my lighting on this kit looks so much better today, not being cloudy. Latest update, I'm not completely done with this row. I have a little bit left here and here, and then her necklace left to do, but I'm getting really close to being on my last row. I'm very, very excited about it. So just a little bit left there. I did get the color blocking of her sweater done. And this was the kind of row where everything kind of bled into the next section. So I did this section, and when I got to about these colors left on this section here, I went ahead and opened up this section and just bled over. And then when I did this section, when I got to right here, I just went ahead and opened this up and bled over to that. And that's like my favorite way to diamond paint, where I can just flow from one section to the next, never like completely finishing this one, because I didn't want to put this color away just to open this one. So if that makes sense, but it's like one of my favorite things to do when I'm diamond painting, is to kind of be like, oh, I'm bleeding into the next section. I have a lot of fun with that for some reason. So I still have her necklace left, and then the little chunk over here, and then I will be down to the last row. And I'm so thrilled with the progress I've made on this kit. I do have high hopes of finishing it in the next few days. It kind of just depends on what we do over the weekend. I sometimes get a lot of time to diamond paint over the weekends. I sometimes get none. And I don't think I'll have any time to diamond paint the rest of the day. So I guess today's Friday. I guess it just we'll have to wait and see. Monday is Memorial Day, so it's a 3-day weekend. We'll just have to wait and see what I manage to do, but I'm very, very excited because I can see the finish line and I get really pumped to finish a diamond painting. This one will be a little bittersweet though, just because I love it so much. It's so beautiful and I can't wait. I think I'm going to try to hang this one somewhere, not like in my living room or anything, but it'd be so nice to have a craft room where I could hang some stuff like this. It's super beautiful and I'm just really proud of this one. And it's a fast one. This one's going so fast. So if I had worked on this one by itself, I would have finished it in 2 to 3 weeks probably. But that's okay. It's not a race. I am glad to just be making the progress and I am on it right now. And right now the whip wheel has spun it continuously for these next sections. I think I'm going to pause the whip wheel to finish it out though. Spending the day today working on the last section. I'm so excited. I can't believe how little I have left to finish. I started here this morning and I'm working this way. I'm filling in my brown outline right now. And I decided I'm going to work till right here. I'm going to finish this little flower right here. And then I'm going to pause and I'm going to go this direction and do this color blocking chunk of her hat and this background over here. And then finish up on just her face and her earrings and her hair. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today, but I'm going to get really far and I'm pretty excited about that. So maybe finish today or tomorrow? Probably tomorrow. We'll have to see how it goes. You guys, I finished her. She looks so great. Once I really started focusing on this kit, it went super quick. I think that if it had been the only project I worked on, it would have sped by. I'm kind of glad that I worked on other projects around working on this one just to stretch it out a little bit longer. Like I worked on Artist Room and I think I got it done in less than 3 weeks, and I don't even fully remember working on that kit. It's like a vague memory, you know. I think stretching it out a little bit helps me to remember the experience of working on this kit. So we are going to move into the post-review portion of the video because it's done, and that blows my mind. I cannot believe this kit is finished. This one's been in my stash and near and dear to my heart for a long time. So this is my 42nd finish of all time. It is my 9th finish of 2026 and my 31st Diamond Art Club completion. I've been diamond painting for almost 3 years. I can't believe it's already almost 3 years, but like 3 years in August. So I still have a few months, closer to 2.5 years, I would say. The canvas was 20 by 28 inches or 50.7 by 70.6 centimeters. That's like my favorite size point when it comes to diamond paintings. I just think it's not too big, not too small. They can make for faster workups, especially if they're round drills like this one was. And I just really like that size point. I've noticed I really, really enjoy that. It was 64 colors. 4 of those colors were AB, 3 of those colors were fairy dust drills. The total drill count on this canvas was 45,612 round drills. This was my 4th Refresh Your Stash kit of the year. I am doing the Refresh Your Stash challenge. I probably mentioned that earlier in the video. This was my April Refresh Your Stash kit. And with this kit, I'm like kind of catching up. I feel really good because I finished my March kit just a couple weeks ago. So we are doing really good when it comes to that. the post review on this kit is going to be really boring, because not only was this kit one of my favorite kits that I have of all time, but the experience working on it was completely uneventful in the best way possible. The glue was perfect. The drills were perfect. I didn't have barely any trash. They all didn't run out of any of them. Didn't have any issues with any of them. The symbol clarity was totally fine. Literally, I had no issues with this kit. I did single place it. I think that the round grid field is maybe a tiny bit looser in these older kits, but I single place, so I didn't have any issues with it. And I think when I say that, Diamond Art Club's never confirmed that they've tightened their grid field. It's just opinion. I feel like this might have been a little bit looser compared to some of the current round drill kits that Diamond Art Club has out, like when I work on Magic Arcade. But I didn't have any issues with it. I didn't feel like it was too loose. I think that if I had multi-placed, I experimented multi-placing a tiny bit right here and then immediately stopped. But that's not like a product problem. That's like a me problem. This kit was so special to me, and I wanted to single place it and make it look absolutely perfect as much as I could. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to my placing. And since I haven't practiced multi-placing enough with round drills, I didn't want this to be a kit that I practice on, basically. So let's look at the specials real fast, and I'll tell you where they go. But yeah, my post review for this is kind of boring, because I didn't have any issues. It was just a dreamy experience, I will say that. And I'm sad to be done with it. I'm really sad to be done with it, but good things ahead. There will always be more cool diamond paintings to work on, and I know that. I will give you guys a small update. At one point, I did a video comparing this drill system from Amazon to tray bricks. And I told you guys, when I worked on them, I worked on a mini dazzle set. And I told you guys that I liked them both sets, but I think that the tray bricks won out slightly. I still like these, but when I did that review, I worked on a mini dazzle set with these. I will say I don't love working on full drill canvases with this system. And basically what I did was I kitted up 60 of them in here, and then I just put the specials right here. This is leftover from another project. I put the specials right here because I had more colors than I could fit in my first layer here. This is 60 colors, and then I went ahead and put the specials over here. But I will say I don't love working on big canvases with this. I just noticed, I still like the drill system. I'll still use it on occasion, but I'll probably use it more for mini dazzles. I just noticed, like, every once in a while when I would try to get these out, I would knock the container, it would jostle. It's so lightweight that I noticed I would sometimes like put drills in here and they'd scatter everywhere, and then sometimes I'd need more, so I would just dump it right into here to use them. It's okay for small amounts of drills, but if you have a patch of drills that you need a lot of, I don't know. I don't super love these containers. I don't think I will get them again. Will I use them on occasion for things like this overhang? Probably, but I will say they're much better for smaller quantity amounts of drills, which these are the specials. They didn't have huge quantities. This one had probably the most, but I used most of them. And like, it would be very hard to multi-place. I didn't multi-place, but I think it would be very hard to multi-place. A couple times I did dip 4 in, like for up there, I would tilt the whole thing. So I definitely think that the tray bricks, I like those a lot better. I'm using 6 extra tray bricks on Magic Arcades for overhang that I had, and I like those a lot better than I like these. So that's my updated kind of review on these. I'll have linked below in my Amazon storefront. I have a folder or whatever it's called of diamond painting accessories. I will have these in there. The tray bricks are so much more expensive, but I have also seen diamond painting containers that don't have this in it. They're like a container system that you just open it up and it looks like this. I think that would work better. I don't think that this little tray is necessary. So if I ever were to get more storage on Amazon, I would get the kind that are like boxes that don't have this extra little tray in it, if that makes sense. Okay, wanted to mention that briefly because I did use that system. Let's talk about the special drills. So the first one was a pink AB, and it is 124. I'll put the conversion because back then when this kit came out, Diamond Art Club used anything under 150 was an AB, but it wasn't its true DMC code. So 124, now they call it AB, whatever this number is right here. It's a light pink. It's super pretty. I did like that they used to number them. So like this is 1, the next one's 2 and 3 and 4. Like I like the special drills being numbered like that. This was in this like crystal ball over here, which was super cute, and a hint of it in the flowers, I want to say, but these are the fairy dust, so not in there. I really think that crystal ball is the majority place. There weren't an overwhelming amount of specials in this kit. I like a lower amount of specials though. It makes the details kind of pop. I think it's pretty, but that was mostly where we found those pink ones. Let's look at number 2, which is 129. It's a light yellow. I'll put the DMC conversion up for that. A pale yellow. That one was up here in the leaves a little bit. It was right in this area a little bit. It was right above her eyes as a highlight above her eyebrows. And it was down here in this little patch of flowers. Super pretty. Number 3 was a light green 135. And this one, oh, this might be that. Yeah, I said yellow was up here, but this is the green. Sorry, apologize. Green right here. This right in here on these leaves of this flower. And then over here on these leaves of this flower. Lift it up so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, and then I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that is it. The last AB is a white AB. I'm pretty sure this is AB 5200, but I'll pop it up just in case I'm wrong, but it's just a white AB. Super pretty. And this one we found, let's see, in these little sparkles around this flower that I feel like they're kind of levitating. Oh, you saw a little yellow AB right here. I missed that earlier. You saw it above her eyebrows, or like in the corners of her eye right there. You saw it in her glasses, which I loved. And then in these little flowers up here. And then in the sparkle of the little crystal ball back here. I liked the subtle touches of the ABs in this kit. Let's talk about the 3 fairy dust. The first one is Z743. It's a yellow. And this one was down here in these flowers and a little bit in these flowers also, like right there, on the bird, the outline of the bird there. You saw it in her locket and a little bit in her earrings. I loved her jewelry. That was so much fun. Her face was the last thing I diamond painted. I had a lot of fun with that. I think that might be it. I don't think it was up here at all. And then next was Z3855. This is more of like a tannish color. Still has a hint of yellow to it. It's like a creamy off-whitish, tannish color. A little bit of yellow in there. I'm not really good at describing colors. I apologize. And where did we see that one? I just finished this kit last night and I'm already forgetting where the special drills went. Let's see here. A little bit down in here. Not a ton of this drill though. I felt like we didn't see it very often. I think it's a little bit in her hair if I'm not mistaken. That would be, yeah, I remember doing it in her hair. I can't see it right off the top of my head. Let's look. It's way more subtle, that color, I feel like. You do see it a little bit though. Okay, the last one is a pink Z3708. And this one was in the flowers a lot. It was in this flower. It was in these flowers down here. And it was in this flower. It was a really pretty color. Whenever I worked on a pink flower, I knew I was pulling out that fairy dust color. And I really enjoyed working on it. I think it's up in here in this one too. So there are our specials. The 4 ABs, the 3 fairy dust. The specials were charted perfectly in this kit. I was excited to find fairy dust in this one because I didn't know if it was too old for fairy dust, but it's not. I wasn't that old of a diamond painter. Like I said, I haven't even been diamond painting 3 years. So most of my kits do have fairy dust. Just my oldest ones don't have the fairy dust. This one even had a perforated cover. So, and fairy dust came before perforated cover. So I'm lucky that my stash doesn't have too much outdated. I am refreshing my stash, but when you're refreshing your stash and your oldest kits still have the perforated cover and the fairy dust, I think I'm doing pretty good in all things regard. But I am still working on all these older boxed kits because I think it's a good idea to. And I don't want beautiful pieces like this sitting in my stash for so long that they never get worked on. And a lot of you guys encourage me to work on it, and thank you for that, because you're right, it is so much better finished than it is a box on my shelf downstairs in the basement. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but I started this kit April 11th of 2026 and finished it May 23rd. So even with working on other kits, I got it done in like a month and a week, a month and a half, I would say. And so that was, you know, a really quick workup. It had a lot of color blocking in it, but it also had its moments of confetti, and it was just overall such a fun diamond painting to work on. So I don't have really much else to report for you guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you have this kit or want this kit or just enjoyed watching me work on it. I do love these full review videos where I get to give you little sneak peeks of the project as I'm going through it. I know this one was a little bit shorter, but it's not as big of a canvas, so there just wasn't as many updates that I could give you, but I hope you still enjoyed them nonetheless. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. No pressure, but it really means a lot to me when you guys give the video a thumbs up. It makes my heart so happy, and it helps out the channel a ton. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel and want to subscribe, I'd love to have you. I post tons of diamond painting videos. I do full reviews like this. I do vlogs. I sneak peek different kits for different companies, and I have so much fun doing it. So subscribe and join the little corner of the internet I've got going, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.